The topic of this video lesson is one that gives a lot of students grief because not only do you have to learn how to count and read eighth rests in quarter time, but there is some coordination issues involved with tapping your foot and playing on the upbeat. So I'm going to give you some practice suggestions that will help you out along the way. If you look at key exercise letter A, you're going to see what this whole thing is about. Basically, in the first measure of letter A, I have 4 eighth notes. Right, left, right, left. In the second measure, I take the second and the fourth eighth note out and put eighth rests in their place. 1 and, 2 and, or 1 te, 2 te. Now I'll demonstrate how it looks if I take out my hand that I use to play those notes that are now rest. Check it out. Right, left, right, left, right, left, right, left, right, left, right, left, right, rest, right, rest. Essentially, instead of playing those left hands on the drum, I'm playing them out here in the air. That basically is the eighth rest. Now, I don't want to actually do that because as I speed up, I don't want to always think about playing my hands in the air, okay? So, once I get this down, the whole concept of, seeing an eighth rest and just leaving out the hand that I used to play it, then it's pretty simple. 1 and 2 and 1 and 2 and 1 and 2 and 1 and 2 and. It's no different than playing quarter notes. That's all it is. Just kind of gets you a little bit difficult to learn to recognize the eighth note and the eighth rest together as 2 halves of a beat. All right, so take each one of those key exercises, work those up, go back to page number 57 in the appendix, work up all of those lines, then do the playing exercises. All of those eighth rests on the upbeat are, pretty simple, but it just takes a little bit of time to get used to reading. The next topic, eighth rest on the downbeat, is where most students have some problems. So let me go through what I do with my class when I get to this part of the book. Essentially what I'm dealing with is there are students who are very coordinated and probably some students who are not coordinated. Take this test. See if you can tap your foot on the beat right here and then clap upbeats. Now, if you can do that the first time, then you're a very well-coordinated person, okay? There are a lot of students that have difficulty with this because they're just not used to playing their foot and having that a part of their body. 1 and 2 and 1, 2. 1 and 2 and 1, 2. See if you can do that. Now, I actually do that in my class for several days leading up to this, just to kind of get them where I can see who is going to have the coordination problems and who isn't. If you have coordination problems with doing that, don't worry. It's just something that you have to overcome. Any type of coordination is just something that you have to teach your muscles how to respond. So, if you do that and you can get to the point where you can go 1 and 2 and 1, 2, 1 and 2 and 1, 2, then you can do this. 1 and 2 and 1, 2. 1 and 2 and 1, 2. Always playing that foot. That's the first step. Because if you can get past that coordination, coordination issues, the rest of this is pretty much a breeze. Look at letter D. The first measure takes out the right hand that's on beat 2. Right, left, right, left. Here's what I do with my students. We just do that very slow. Right, left, foot, left, foot, foot. Right, left, foot, foot. Then we add in the second measure. Right, left, foot, left, right, right. Right, left, foot, left, right, right. Take it as slow as you need to. Right, that is probably on a metronome about, 30 beats a minute, maybe 40 beats a minute. That's okay. You have to overcome the coordination of playing your foot and playing different hands and taking out different hands with the sticking patterns. Once we get past all of that, then reading this is going to be simple. But we do have to get past that coordination. Practice that letter A exercise until you can get that down at a very slow tempo, until you can get it at 60 beats a minute. Right, left, foot, left, right, 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 left, foot, left, right, right. Do it for a full minute on each one of those key exercises. Just keep it at 60 beats a minute. Make sure that we've got the coordination involved with all of those. Then turn to the back of the book in the appendix and play all of those appendix lines. It will take you forever because there's 2 pages of appendix. Okay, it takes a long time because this is so important. If you get this, this is probably the hardest lesson in the whole book. If you get this, the rest of this will be downhill from here. So get all of those appendix lines. Once you've worked those up at 60 beats per minute, move your metronome up to 70 beats per minute, then 80 the next day, then 90. Take 10 minutes per day, 10 beats per minute per day to increase the tempo. Don't rush yourself. Then, of course, there's the playing exercises, which are difficult as well. So take your time, don't get frustrated, just realize that it's pretty difficult with all the coordination that's involved between tapping your foot and playing the right sticking that's notated. After you've done that, then we're ready to learn the rudimental etude number 2.